I am so thirsty. Guys, this is Natasha from Grits and Grace, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my top 3 favorite breastfeeding products. I am currently 27 weeks pregnant today, thank goodness. Not much longer left, but this isn't the first child that I will be breastfeeding. This is actually my 5th, so if you follow my channel, you already know we're expecting baby Cinco in the next couple months, and I've been breastfeeding. I breastfed all 4 of my older kids, so off and on for the last 14 years I've been breastfeeding, and I breastfed each one for between 21 and 38 months, so that's a long time. I'd like to say I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to breastfeeding, as well as breastfeeding products and do's and don'ts. Of course, not everything is going to work for everybody, but these are my top favorites as a veteran breastfeeding mom that I wanted to make sure that I share with everybody. I will link all these products in the description box below, and also all these were sent to me complimentary by the company. So, but I did not get paid for this. These were just items that they sent me to try out and everything. So while I haven't been able to use everything yet, I have had friends who have been able to use them. But there is one product which I'll talk about shortly that I have been able to actively use, which has been a godsend. So I can imagine if it's been amazing while I've been pregnant, then it'll probably be pretty dope while I'm breastfeeding also. So before we hop into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also, before I forget, follow me on Instagram at Grits and Grace Blog, and on Twitter at Natasha V Brown. And if you have any feedback or questions or anything, just drop them in the comments below, and I will ask. If there's anything on breastfeeding that you want to see a video on, please let me know. Sorry, indigestion while pregnant is awful, and I will be happy to get to it. So let's get started. So this first product comes from Little Buds. I hope that's not upside. Of course it's upside down. Comes from Little Buds, and they are breast comfort packs. So they look like this, and you simply would just stick them in your bra. And what I love most, these are what I've able to actually been using now to help, especially with some of the breast pain that I've been having. Some moms tend to leak milk or leak before they give birth. I have not this pregnancy. I did in my last one with number 4, but I haven't this one. But these are microwavable, so if you're feeling engorged, so when you're in the hospital, you can see if the nurses can microwave or heat these up for you some kind of way. But you just stick them in your bra, lay them on your breast, and it relieves engorgement. Like I said, I've had a lot of breast pain, and this has really helped relieve some of the pain that I've been having lately. Another big thing that I like about these is, wow, this is like the regular. They also come in organic, so if you're really big on that, you can also order these in organic. It's $25 for 2 in a box, so for 2 pads in a box. And they come in different prints and everything else. I have the one that's filled with flaxseed and lavender, so it gives it just a nice little smell on top of that, but they also have some with only flaxseed in them. Let's see. It also says that it can help with clogged ducts and mastitis. So I haven't obviously had a chance to try that out, but I'm assuming if it's like any other of the breast comfort pads that are on the market, that these more than likely will work the same way as your breastfeeding. Once again, as soon as I have the baby, I will update this video and let you all know. I plan on taking these to the hospital, and I'm also probably going to order a couple more of these just so they don't wear out too quickly, because I've used these about 5 or 6 times already in the last 2 months that I've had them, and I'm not breastfeeding yet. So, and all of my other kids, I was a very big overproducer. I stayed engorged pretty consistently. It was awful. So I can foresee myself using these quite a bit, so I'm going to order a couple more. Like I said, they're only $25 for 2 pads in a box, so $25 a box. And you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, this is definitely my number one right here. Like, just, if you, hospital bag, if you're pregnant, order these now so you can pack these in your bag and take them to the hospital. I'm really hoping that they will be able to heat these up while I'm in the hospital, because last time my milk came in the morning of the day after, I gave birth. So my milk came in super duper quickly, and I'm assuming it's because I've had multiple kids. So this time I'm anticipating the same thing. Last time I didn't really have any comfort. They gave me a pump, which, you know, if you pump and you're already engorging everything, it's just going to make your milk come in even more so. And so I was absolutely miserable for the first couple weeks because I didn't really have anything to relieve it. I've tried some of the pads that were on the market, and while they worked, they weren't that great. They didn't last that long. So these seem to be holding up really well. Like I said, I've used them about 6 times already, and they seem to be doing great. So Little Buds breast comfort packs, I'm sorry, I'm so tongue twisted right now. I will leave the link to the website in the description box below. And on to the next product. So if you've seen my video on these, and you know exactly what these are. This is the wearable breast pump from Willow. I had a chance to meet the ladies at Mom 2.0 in California a couple months ago, and I cannot wait to use these. I've talked to so many moms who have this, who absolutely love this, and like, I'm just thrilled. Like, why did it take so long for somebody to make these? Like, moms don't have places to go and things to do, and we don't want to be tied to an outlet all the time. So what this is, and what this does, of course that's not the right side, but you see it's 2 parts. So you have the pump part right here that you turn on, and this is where the bag goes. So I have to show you one. The bag is in the other one. Oh my goodness. So here's the bag. You have the flange and everything, and the bag just simply hooks to the inside of it. And I think these are dead right now, so I can't turn it on, but it's really quiet. Yeah, this is dead right now, so it's quiet and you can't hear it, and it just simply sticks into your bra, kind of like so. You have to line it up, but do it a lot better than I do, you know, right here. Obviously this is like not completely correct, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about, it sticks into your shirt. And I currently wear a 40D, so I'm not exactly small chested, and I've known some women who have up to an H. One woman has an H and has this, and she says it's just as comfortable. It works perfectly fine. It pumps on her perfectly well. So if you have large breasts, it's not the size of the breast that matters, it's the nipple. And Willow has a guide on their website, so so you'll know what size flange to order. Right now they come in 2 flange sizes, 24 and 27, I believe. But there are hacks that people have used in order to get them to fit smaller sizes. Like I said in my other video, which I will be re-recording because I did not realize how out of focus it was, those hacks are not approved by Willow, so use them at your own caution. I'm not recommending them or anything, but there are people who have needed smaller flange sizes who have still been able to get this to work, so just keep that in mind. But this pump runs about $479. Now, yes, that's expensive. No, it's not currently covered by insurance. It's considered out of network. But what I have seen, I even talked to my own insurance company, that they reimburse up to 80% for out of network pumps. Some insurances reimburse up to 100%. So if you aren't sure and you really want to be reimbursed for this because you absolutely need it, I would say check with your insurance company first. But even if you don't get reimbursed, this is a really solid investment that I think every mom, whether you're working or stay at home, should have. Like, I have other kids, so there's no way I can be tied down with pumps and an outlet all of the time. There's just no way that's going to work for me. So I'm really excited to be able to try this and looking forward to it. And as with the other product, once baby is born, I will come back and I'll do a full demo and tutorial on the Willow. And if you have any other specific questions about Willow, just drop them in the comment box below and I will do my best to answer them. And on to the next product. Alright, this next one is, oh goodness, sorry. This next one is from Nano Baby. Now, with my other kids, I had a really big problem giving them a bottle. Number 1 and number 4. So Allie and SB would not take a bottle to save their life. Like, just, there was absolutely nothing I could do to ever get them to take a bottle. But Drew and Isla had no issues taking bottles. And you know what I like about Nano Baby, you can see right here that it looks like it's the shape of a breast. So I think that's really, really cool. And there's also, like, for when they start to hold the bottle, so you have this here. So it gives them an easy grip on the bottle as well. The nipple is wide enough. Can never get the thing off. The nipple is wide enough right here to where it almost mimics mom's nipple. And take this apart. Alright. So you see, it's not a huge bottle. It only holds up to about 5 ounces. So right here, if you open it, this is a small bottle, so it only holds up to about 5 ounces. What I did see on their Facebook page is that they are looking at expanding, making bigger bottles, 8-ounce bottles. I'm not sure if those are on the market yet, but that's definitely something as baby gets older that I'll look into. These heat simply, Nano Baby has its own base, sorry. Nano Baby has its own warming base that it comes with, and it's simply, you just fill it up with water, warm water, and stick the bottle in, and it allows the milk to heat a lot more evenly. So of course, everybody knows, do not stick your baby's milk bottle, nothing in the microwave. Don't try to boil it to heat it up. I've seen some crazy things, and I've gotten some crazy advice over the years about this, so don't do that. The milk hits unevenly and there can be hot spots and it can burn your baby. Just no, people, no. If you don't want to invest in the separate bottle warmer, hey, do what you gotta do. Get a bowl, fill it up with some warm water, and stick the bottle in it. You know, pretty doggone simple. I mean, that's what we used to do. That's what I did with my first 4 kids. Because there was nothing like this out on the market. And I just wasn't, I tried a lot of different bottle warmers and I just wasn't a fan of them. And I kind of like that Nano Baby's bottle warmer. It's just simple. So they have a newborn gift set. I'm actually going to go back and get that because right now I have this bottle and this one from Nano Baby. Turn around. So I only have 2 bottles. So, but I also have the Flexi, it's wet because I have my cup down there, the Flexi pacifier, which I'm super interested in using. Well, we're kind of on the fence about the pacifier. The one child that we gave a pacifier to, number 3, she kept it until she was 2 years old. None of the other kids ever had a pacifier. And she was given a pacifier in the hospital because of some issues I was having. So she ended up going to the nursery, you know, when hospitals still had nurseries. A lot of them don't anymore. But she ended up going to the nursery and they gave her a pacifier. And it was a nightmare trying to get it away from her. And it wasn't until her about third or fourth dentist appointment that we finally were like, okay, she's gonna need braces soon if she doesn't get rid of this. And we just took it from her and just dealt with everything that came afterwards. So I would love to try that. I'm on the fence about it. Obviously I'll use it a little more moderation than what we did with Isla, but that's it. So thank you for watching. This was a pretty short video. I'm super excited, like I said, about trying all of these products. And if you have any other products that you would like to recommend, or that you would like for me to try out and maybe review and do a video on, leave it in the comments section below. Like I said, I've been breastfeeding for a really long time, so I'm pretty familiar with a lot of the products that are on the market and a lot of the different pumps. I will say, in regards to pumps with the Willow, there is a very big learning curve. So while this is great, I have friends who work in the OR who have been able to use this, obviously because you can't leave the operating room. Had one friend who was in court and was able to wear hers and nobody even knew it. But there's a very big learning curve with this. If you're planning on going back to work, I do not recommend waiting until 2 or 3 days before you're scheduled to return to work to try to use this. You need to go ahead and start using it. I say, well, once your milk is established. So I know some people say once your milk is established about 6 weeks, but let's be real, not all moms take off the full 6 weeks or have longer than 6 weeks off to be able to wait. So just use it. Give yourself enough time before you go back to work to get used to using this pump. And if you need a backup pump, get a backup pump. I do have 2 pumps as well. I have another pump that I'll do another video on later on once baby comes, because I absolutely know nothing about that pump. It's not newish, but it wasn't around when I had my last one. So, but I'll talk more about that in another video. But make sure you give yourself time to learn the Willow. The bags are only 4 ounces, so it doesn't hold a ton of milk, and you do have the propensity to get air in it. But there are some hacks for being able to get the air out and be able to continue to pump and all that, and I'll go over that in another video once baby comes. That way I can actually do a full demonstration on it. So that's it. Any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment box below. And I'm going to go catch a breath because I am super duper pregnant right now and this chair is killing my back. So I will catch you guys next time.